Good evening, everybody. It's Friday night. It's close to 9 here in Barcelona. Actually, we're a bit outside of Barcelona, and yeah, here's Marcus. Hi.
Hello.
So Friday means qualifying and free practice. We had wonderful weather anyhow. I thought we'd go through a bit about the tires, because you have been criticized not making controversial statements, so I thought let's talk tires. Last year you were only running one compound, for this year you are running two compounds. When you did testing you did it on medium, and now you had hard and soft compound.
Yeah, it's been a bit more difficult this year. GP2 and Pirelli have decided to do a two compound for each weekend, which is making it even harder for us drivers and teams. And yeah, it's been you know, it's difficult to say, but for us it hasn't worked out very well so far. It's been a bit more difficult, and especially with the soft tires this weekend, which we have never used before. And now we put it on for qualifying, and you don't know what to expect in case of grip or setup wise or anything. So I think it's been a bit too much of a lottery so far, but you know, we get experience, and we just need to learn and continue to make progress with everything. But yeah, I think it's not been great the way they've done with the tires, that two compound thing, but that's the way it is, and the same for everyone.
Yeah, and the problem is that you did testing on the medium compound, and now you have actually two new compounds, which we have never ran on this track.
Yeah, I think we did also have hard on the testing, so we had some experience with the hard ones, but because we're running with the soft one in qualifying, it's a new experience which we don't know, and that makes it so hard, because even if it's a softer compound, it doesn't mean that the grip is just overall better. It's different, you know, front to rear and everything. So for us, especially today in the qualifying, we got caught out by the change of balance from the hard to the soft compound, and it just makes it a bit going into the unknown, and that's not really good.
Yeah, so in the free practice you did quite just a few laps. There were lots of drivers doing just 6 or 7 laps, but you were having difficulties, not with the tires this time.
No, exactly. We had a problem this morning in the free practice with the brakes. We had the issue in Bahrain with the braking system, and we have sorted that out. But we had a new problem this time in free practice. So yeah, we didn't get the most out of free practice, but we sorted the problem for qualifying, and it was working then. So you know, it's one of these things that happens now and then, but of course it wasn't great for the preparation for qualifying. No,
there are new brake discs. I will try to. I've taken photographs of the old and the new brake disc, and they look. The ventilation of them are different. You were having problems in Bahrain with the cooling of the brakes.
Yeah, I mean, the information we got before we started to use them was that they were exactly the same performance-wise and on the cooling and everything, and because of that we put it on in Bahrain thinking it was going to be the same. Unfortunately in Bahrain we found out that we were overheating the brakes a lot in the races, so that was new, and that was why we were struggling a lot in the Bahrain races, because we was overheating the brakes. So we had to learn that the hard way, but at least we have learned it now, and we should be on top of that problem.
Yeah, and you're looking at the other teams, just more than half are actually running the older discs. They are not produced anymore, so they have some pressures in their drawers.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Everyone is going to have to change sooner or later, and we changed sooner and thought it was going to be alright, but found out it was different. So at least we've done it, and we know what we get from it. I think when other teams are doing the same, they're going to find some interesting stuff. But yeah, that's the way it is.
Yeah, and you're not allowed to do any testing, and that is the problem. Otherwise, you would have found out this.
Yeah, exactly. Now the problem in GP2 is that you find out things like this in a race weekend, which is not great, but it's the way it is. So you just have to deal with it.
Yeah. So you were in the free practice. You were P16. Julian was P8. You were half a second behind him. Then on the qualifying, you went out on the hard compound first. What was the feel of it compared to the free practice?
It was good. I think the car was quite good in free practice as well. We only had that brake problem which held me back, and we lost quite a lot in the braking zones. But we were feeling confident for the qualifying, and on the first run in qualifying, as you say, we were on the hard compound. I think most of the grid was on the soft one for the first run. But the car was feeling really great, and we were P13 after the first run with the hard compound. So I had a really positive feeling for the second run, where we're going to put on the soft ones and hopefully find a lot of time in the overall grip. So we were feeling really confident to be able to qualify top 3 or even better, fight for pole position. Yeah, the problem was we got out on the soft ones and found that the balance was completely changed, and the grip wasn't there. So we were going a lot slower instead on the soft ones, and Jolien had the same problem. So it was a big surprise for us, but as he said, we have never tested on the soft ones, so we couldn't know with the balance what to do. So it's something that's frustrating, but it's something that I don't believe we could have done anything different. We had a good car on the hard compound, and that's the only thing you can do. You have to prepare yourself with the info you have, and that was what we did. And unfortunately, we got unlucky in the way the car behaved for the second run.
So you qualified, let me see, P14. Jolien will be P9, so you will be starting from the dirty part of the track. How will that be tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean,
another perfect start.
Yeah, I mean, it's always easier when you start on the clean side of the track, so that's not going to help. But I'm very, very confident in the starts, and my plan is to do a really good start, as I usually do, and make up positions in the start. I mean, I managed to always put myself in positions where I need to make good starts, so you just have to do the same tomorrow.
So the strategy is a clean, perfect start tomorrow. Will you be on the soft compound?
No, I mean, for us, I think it's no secret that we're going to plan to do the race on the hard compound. So that will be the plan for us, and we'll see how it works out. But we're feeling quite confident with that, and we did in testing when we were here, we were doing really, really good race runs. So hopefully we will have a good race car here and be able to do a good race tomorrow. Obviously, it's not going to be easy when we're starting in the middle of the pack, but we have to do the best of the situation and make sure we get in the points.
Yeah, and when you're looking at the qualifying, you found some of the guys you wouldn't expect in the top, and Valsecki, who had said that he wanted to qualify P1, as everybody, but he has won 3 races, consecutive races. He was P7, so it was a struggle for many teams, this one. Yeah,
but that's the thing. It's if you look at pre-practice compared to qualifying, the list is just turned upside down almost, and it's no consistency in the results. And I think that's a reason because of the tires. The tire situation is different all the time, and it makes it very hard for the teams and the driver to know what to expect and what to do with the cars to be able to get the most out of it. And that's why we see results that's up and down all the time between drivers and teams. So it's a difficult situation, but it's the same for everyone. So you just have to work really hard and with your engineer and with your team and make sure you get the most out of it. But it's not easy for sure.
No, I for one is looking forward to tomorrow, and I think that if you get through turn 1, it could be a great day tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, that's the plan. We need to do a good start and then see how we are in the race pace. But I'm feeling confident, and I'm not going to give up. So I just need to push hard and have a good day tomorrow.
Yeah. And now some criticism to you viewers. You were given the opportunity to send questions, which I could ask Marcus. Now you have to do with my boring questions. So tomorrow, please send questions. And you see it on the fan club where to send them. Maximum of 1 hour after the session, after the feature race tomorrow. So send in your questions and I will ask Marcus them tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So we're looking forward to lots of questions, and a bit warmer tomorrow. It was just 27 degrees today, so 29 tomorrow.
Great.
Will be a great race day.
I'm sure.
Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.